Well, good afternoon. John Verlin here with On-Demand Advertising Solutions Digital Marketing Update. This is our second podcast number 2. I want to welcome everyone. Hope you've had a great day. We have gotten a number of emails from our inaugural podcast from last week, and today I thought we'd pull a letter here or an email from a gentleman named Daryl in Excelsior Springs, Missouri. Daryl says, John, enjoyed hearing your initial show last week. I'm a small business owner. I have a jewelry store in Excelsior Springs, and my trade area is about 50 miles of Excelsior Springs, so I imagine that's Kansas City, Liberty, surrounding areas. Okay. And my question is, how effective is search engine optimization for my website? And do I need to invest heavily in that? As I've been told, that's a big thing. Well, first of all, Daryl, thank you for your letter or your email. Let's talk just a minute about search engine optimization. It's basically a card catalog that Google owns. So you're playing on their terms, and you're trying to get elevated in that search engine. It's a directory. So when people type in jewelry store, Daryl, you want to hopefully know your customer well enough. This is the ideal, so that you'll learn how they're searching. Custom jewelry, fancy jewelry, whatever they're searching in the keywords, they call it, or keyword phrases. Long tail keywords, they're known as. Beautiful jewelry store, cost-effective jewelry, things like that. Once you learn that, hopefully you're able to include that kind of verbiage in your blog or on your website as far as content. And the Google search engine, they have what's called crawlers, based on an algorithm or mathematical equation, will go through and try to find those top keywords that are ranking high in their card catalog, so to speak, worldwide. Now, the thing is, you're playing on their turf, and at times they can change that mathematical formula without you knowing it, and you're going, wait a minute, what? My numbers are down. What happened? Well, they made a change in their algorithm, and that's affecting everybody that's trying to get highly placed on the search engine. So this is all their platform and their game, so to speak, and they try to provide top quality content to their customers who search. That's their goal. Your goal is to try to figure out how to get customers into your jewelry store in Excelsior Springs. So my point about search engine optimization is it's not bad, but you put it in perspective to your overall marketing plans, particularly for your type of business and your market. And how many customers, if we work backwards, do you really need to get in every month to be profitable? If we look at your average cost per sale, your return on investment or your profit margin, et cetera, and you ran those numbers, you may discover, well, based on my average buy and the referrals from those customers, if I get 20, 30 customers a month, then I'm happy, spending an average of, $250 on a ring or whatever. So if we work backwards from all that and we see, well, what do you need to do that? Do you need the entire world searching for you to do that? Or would your time and money be better spent doing the search engine optimization, keywords, through content, and also providing a really good website perception? I call it a marketing platform, and the perception of all that to your local customer. Because they can search for you, and it doesn't matter if you come up number one in the world. If they go to your website and they're not impressed, it's not finished, there's broken links, that's a perception. And think about that. And that's critical. That right there can cost you a sale, even though you've put all this time into search engine optimization. Let's imagine you're in a big warehouse. We got a forklift and a great big wooden platform on it. We bring in jewelry store cases, things in your store, and put them on that big platform. We raise that up about 20 feet in the air. We go out with a bullhorn and car and start inviting people to come in and see this great jewelry store, the great sale you're having, whatever it takes to get them out there. And they all come in, 200 or 300 people, and they're all looking up at the jewelry store and the platform. They're going, wow, that's pretty neat, whatever. Okay, well, that's like your storefront. That's your marketing platform. The search engine optimization is behind the scenes. These are people who haven't even come into the store. They're on the back end. So that's kind of a bonus if you get those people to go to your find out about you. And that's how I think this needs to be played out, is to understand search engine optimization, yes, can be very effective. It takes time. You may not have time. You may not have the investment it may take over time. You're better served of, yes, doing those things, but realizing in the big picture of things, it may take a number of years or months or whatever to build a first place or first page ranking because of your competition worldwide trying to get jewelry store listings. They're using the same type of keywords you are. So just understand that, yes, it's effective, but do you have the time and the investment? Do you want to take the time and the investment to focus on that rather than building a good marketing platform and a perception locally on your website to get those local people? Because once you do develop that marketing platform and that perception of it, how people perceive it when they get to it, then you can do things, everything from a local Facebook and Twitter posts or ads, things like that, direct mail, radio, a whole lot of different ways to drive people to that marketing platform. Great question. I know it was kind of a short answer, but that in a nutshell is put it in perspective with your overall marketing of what you're trying to accomplish locally. Daryl, thank you for that. Folks, again, next podcast, I'm going to talk about podcasts next time and why these are effective and how you can use them for your small business, much like I'm doing right now. Because I too am a small business, and I want to share with you things that have worked for me, that I've seen work for other clients I've had over the years based on my marketing and digital marketing background too. At any rate, ondemandadvertisingsolutions.com is the website. This is Digital Marketing Update, podcast number 2. We'll see you next time. Email with questions, jverlin1@yahoo.com. Have a great day.